Hello from San Francisco, California. We're live at Oracle Park. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the San Francisco Giants. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And our pitcher tonight, Babe Ruth. Singy, always a treat when we get to watch him work.
Very crafty guy out there on the hill. A stellar career ERA in the low twos. Very tough to get to. Just when you think you've got him figured out, he flips the script. We'll see how the hitters are able to adapt to him today.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. That's ripped. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Adley Rutschman. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Ruth measures 6 feet 2 inches, 26 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Back there. Go away. His first homer of the year. It's 2-0.
They put a good swing on it, but the box score might want to credit the win for that home run. Talk about being locked in at the plate. Most guys have a really difficult time changing their timing for such a slow breaking ball, but he allowed it to travel, didn't get too excited, and he turned that pitch around.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Darryl Strawberry. To the right side. Sends it to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Out to short, Henderson. Slings to first in time. Eddie Murray up next for the Mariners. Murray with a homer in his last game. And he swings through that one.
0-1.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series. That one outside. And now it's even 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
That one fouled off. 2-2. Time called. On the ground to short. Tosses to first. Murray retired. And that will end the inning. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting this one, Mike Messina. What do you have on him, Chris?
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Keith Hernandez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Inside, just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
There's a strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. And the slider just misses.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
And the batter now, Tony Oliva, fouled off to the right. Messina, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Towards first, Murray takes it himself, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight. Babe Ruth digs in now. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball.
Oh, now a great stop. Throws from his knees. On the money. Nice play.
Making it look easy at the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
And we're back. Here's a big power threat. Barry Bonds. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Ruth back to work. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And downstairs, Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty's is actually
headed towards the corner. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well. Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Strike two.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Bonds stands at second with no outs. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And that should quiet this home crowd. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Ken Griffey Jr., the next to hit, takes outside.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the top of the second. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit. To right field. So man aboard, and now the veteran third baseman Chipper Jones homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Ripped to right, base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Misses inside, and it's 1-0.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
No outs, runners at first and second. To the left side, but it is well foul.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Ball two. 2-2.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. Second home run of the inning for them. It's 7-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Babe Ruth gives way, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming up. Scott Shields on to pitch out of the pen here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And here it comes. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Oliva makes the grab, one down. So digging in, Darryl Strawberry grounded out his first time.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him. But he's got a real high ceiling.
That one off the mark, 1-0. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Eddie Murray. Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled. Tosses to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 7-0. You're dialed into the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Ralph Kiner. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
You're out.
Steps on first for the out. Eddie Matthews now at the plate. Up and in, ball one. Messina, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a changeup.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side, or the fans better look out in the stands.
1 out, base is empty.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And there's a strike on the outside corner. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside. Here's Gunnar Henderson. He was drafted out of high school, but for a brief moment, he thought he'd be playing college baseball at Auburn.
Well, unless he was drafted in the first round, the plan for Gunnar was to go to college. So when he became the first pick of the second round, it took some convincing to go pro.
There's a strike. Out towards right center field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Back here in San Francisco. Now it's the power speed combo. Barry Bonds. Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. Bonds launched a homer in his most recent game. And there's a foul ball.
One thing that stands out is the rookie's ability to generate doubles. It's early, but he's already collected a few extra base hits this season.
This one in the air, right field. Oliva under it, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Here's Ketel Marte. He's already homered in this game.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Smoked on the ground a second. Gets it to first. They get the out on Marte. Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. Singled and scored his first time. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that skips in the dirt.
He's so solid. Calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
And a liner out into right center for a base hit. Runner at first with 2 away. And up next for Seattle, Chipper Jones. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. On the ground, right side, boots it, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Bottom of the inning, and digging in for San Francisco, Wally Burger. Slice down the right side. He swings and fouls one off.
One ball, two strikes.
Swing and a chopper out to short. To first,
out.
One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Number 37, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
One down, base is empty. Rips that one to right. Strawberry makes the grab. 2 away now. And here's the catcher, Ernie Lombardo. And that one popped in the air, left field. Bonds. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here at Oracle Park. And now the DH, Fernando Tatis Jr. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Tatis, an all-star a season ago, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. So now a pinch hitter, number 19.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
And first offering is fouled off. And that's in the dirt.
One strike.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Kiner makes the grab, one away. Now the number 2 hitter, Adley Rutschman. He's already homered here in this one. This one popped up under it. Nabs it, 2 down. Now at the plate, Darryl Strawberry. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Fastball for a strike, and it's 0-1. Foul ball. Two outs, and they'll do it again. And that's outside. And now 2-2.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. Darryl Strawberry with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career? This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Go away! They go back to back, and they add a run. It's 9-0, and their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball.
Eddie Murray, the next to hit, has grounded out a couple of times. And that one pulled foul. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Booyah! His second homer of this series, and they tack one on the board. It's 10-0.
The wind didn't hurt the chances of that ball getting out of here, that's for sure.
And now Barry Bonds. That one ripped left field, and that's going to bang against the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now a chance for Ketel Marte, and it's fouled away. Man on second, 2 down. Next offering misses down and away. Fastball right back to the mound. Handles, throws to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Bottom 4, and here's the first baseman, Keith Hernandez. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Oliva in the box here lets that one go for a ball. The Giants still looking for their first hit in this one.
Two and one.
And that's outside. 3-1. Draws the walk there. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Ruth batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Oliva, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And the slider just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one popped to short. De La Cruz hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 down. And up next for San Francisco, Ralph Kiner. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That's in there, and that is strike one. The Giants with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And that one ripped into right, hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Off the bat, I thought they were going to score their first run of the game, and that feels like a tough break. But look at the bright side. Really good contact at the plate, and now they're working with not just 1 but 2 runners in scoring position. So they'd love another base hit right here.
Griffey in pursuit. He's got it, and that is that. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Andrew Wentz.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep this score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Jr.
One
lays
ball,
off
no
down
strike.
low as he digs in for the third time.
Well, these Mariners, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
Just missed.
And 8 extra base hits is a big number, and it's pretty clear the offense is just feeding off each other at this point. Confidence is contagious.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And here is Chipper Jones, 1 for 2. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. His second home run of the series. It's 12-0. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Stepping in, number 19. Swinging a foul straight back. The 0-1. Foul ball there. Now a screamer into the outfield. Oliva makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now for Seattle, Adley Rutschman. And first offering is fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Ground ball right side. In plenty of time to first. Rutschman retired. Now it's the right fielder, Darryl Strawberry. Back up the, that got him. And he beats the throw. Shows off the wheels right there, an infield single. So up next, Elly De La Cruz. Up the middle, Henderson. They take the force out, third out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And digging in for San Francisco, Gunnar Henderson. That pitch clips the outside corner. Strike 1. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. At the plate, Wally Berger. First pitch, and he just misses. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the second baseman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
2 outs, base is empty.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And that's a little high.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
cut on and lifted in the air. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall in foul ground. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Ernie Lombardo will hit next.
Ball inside.
And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. That's towards center. Junior settles under this one. Brings it in. And that ends the inning. And we're back. And now here is Eddie Murray.
First baseman, Eddie Murray.
Wentz back to work. That's off the inside corner. And that is ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jason Foley getting loose out there. And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 13-0.
Now he's just showing off out there.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Barry Bonds.
We got time.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A solo shot. It's 14-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Ketel Marte. Fouled off left side. That's down and in. A slider missed.
1 and 2.
That one way inside. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The 2-2 gets a check swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Berger hauls it in, and there's one away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now the third baseman, Chipper Jones. That one pushed to the left and foul. Next offering is fouled back.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Throw over to first.
Safe.
Junior, the base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Kiner puts it away for the out. 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Mariners leadoff man. 0 for 2 in this one. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A 2-run shot, their 3rd home run of the inning. It's 16-0.
That fastball was...
Adley Rutschman up next for the Mariners. In the air right field, pretty well struck. That one back. Up against the wall and brings it in. But they go deep. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, A.J. Puk.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
In there at the knees. That's strike 1.
All these Giants, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Liner, and oh, that got him. Gets it there in time, though, and they get it out of the play. And now the right fielder, Tony Oliva. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Next will be the Giants DH, Babe Ruth. In there for strike 1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
A couple of singles back to back. It wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Now it's going to be Ralph Kiner.
No,
off the
that's a
plate
ball.
inside. Ball 1. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Next one misses. And now 3-0.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Now 2 out. So first and second with 2 outs. And up next for the Giants, Eddie Matthews. That's in there. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Ball. 1 and 2.
2 aboard, 2 outs. And that one misses up and in. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson.
Pinch hitter coming on, Hank Aaron.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
That's to third. Matthews gets it to first. And a quick out, number 1. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Elly De La Cruz. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swing and a foul out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Out to short. Henderson over to first in time. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And up next for Seattle, Eddie Murray, looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. And first offering is fouled off. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit, and that extends the inning. And now for Seattle, Barry Bonds. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game.
No ball, 1 strike.
Scott, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Murray, the runner at first with 2 gone. Check swing, but he went too far. And that's strike 2.
0-2.
Got him. Rusty Valentine rings him up. 1 hit. Back here in San Francisco, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
0-2 now.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 1-2 now. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 16-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
And now Wally Berger. Check swing, called strike. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the bottom of the 7th.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And 1-2. Back to the mound. It hit him. And he beats it. He's safe. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. And the sweeper misses for a ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Grounded to third, could be 2. Here's Marte for 1. Now to first, and it's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Lombardo in the box again, takes a strike. Into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And now the first baseman, Keith Hernandez. Hammered down the right side, but foul. And a foul ball. Just misses with that one.
1 and 2.
On the ground, Marte whips it to first. Out number 3. When the Giants go deep, it's bye-bye. Back here at Oracle Park. Now here is Ketel Marte. And that one's a little bit low. And it's 1-0.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
And that drops in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Mike Trout, 1 out, the base is empty for him. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man at first with 1 gone. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Chipper Jones. Tap foul at the plate. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So back to the top of the order. Next is the designated hitter. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. That one hammered, but pulled foul. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Ball 2.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
Almost got him to commit, but he held back.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Here's the catcher to hit, Adley Rutschman. And first offering is fouled off. Trout, the runner at third. Jones on at first with 2 down. Swing and a ground ball out to short. That's a base hit. Run scores. So 2 on with 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Hank Aaron. Grounded out his first time up.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
Swinging a foul straight back. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. He'll touch them all. It's 20-1. He put a charge into that one.
That was a lightning swing right there. No doubt about it.
Singy Statcast tells us exactly what we were all thinking. That ball went a long way.
Yeah, just shy of 500 feet. Unreal power.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jose Leclerc. He's into the game with the bases empty. So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Elly De La Cruz. That one's in there. Strike one.
No ball. One strike.
4 runs already in the frame, and we're in the top of the 8th. And takes low for ball 1. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And in one hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. Safe at third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the day.
Well, most guys would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
And now Eddie Murray. And that is out of play. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Berger makes the play, and it's out number 3. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. You're watching Mariners baseball on the show. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jimmy Garcia.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Just missed.
That's a ball.
Next pitch inside, and it's 3-0. And that one wrapped foul. And a foul ball. This one high in the air to left center. Makes the catch for the out. Babe Ruth digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And now it's even up. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On to Murray, and they got him. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Ralph Kiner. Right through there for a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
0-2.
Lifted in the air, right field. And that is that. This one pretty well. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Leclerc back to work. It's in and out of his glove. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Leadoff man aboard on the error, and that puts your pitcher in a little bit of a tough spot right away to start the inning, not where you want to be. So we'll see if he's able to work around it and pick the defense up.
And that one hammered. That's back. Leaping, and he brought it back.
Well, he just took one away from one of the best in the league. It's not going to happen very often, but when you get the opportunity, better make the play, and he did right there.
Pretty impressive lineup. Mike Trout hitting this far down in the order. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
The Mariners going with a pinch hitter, Kyle Tucker. Runner on first with one down for him. Bonds at first, one gone. Ground ball could be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. And it's a double play to end the inning. Last chance for the home team. And digging in for San Francisco, Eddie Aroldis Chapman gets the ball now. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. And first offering is fouled off. Into center. Dives for it, but it gets down for a knock. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
And up next for San Francisco, Gunnar Henderson. That one ripped, but foul. Chapman, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
And down on strikes. 2 gone. 1 out left for the Giants. And up next for the Giants, Wally Berger. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
The Giants down to their final strike. Line drive, base hit down the line. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Tag. Got him. And that's the ball game.
Clearly the bats came to play today, and the pitching and defense as well. We saw some outstanding plays. Great performances all the way around. Just 1 run allowed. They never gave the other side a chance.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon. And this is the rubber match, Siggy.
And these games can really shape your season, Boog. You always want to come through when you have a chance to win a series. That'll boost confidence amongst the entire organization.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set on the hill and coming off a great start, number 55.
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Time called now. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left.
First pitch, 105.
Now 1-1. Upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Kiner makes the catch. 1 down. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. And Chris, a great matchup in this one. An ace caliber arm in the hill against a deep lineup.
You said it, Boog, and I'm really excited to see how this plays out. The kind of talent they'll be facing, these hitters have a tough task ahead of them. Should be really fun to watch, though.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 1 out, bases empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Slow roller to first. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Darryl Strawberry up next for the Mariners. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. Strawberry measures 6 feet 6 inches, only 18 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Two down, nobody on. And that one is downstairs. And the count is 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
Henderson over to first in time. And that is the... Back here with my pal Singy on the hill for the Mariners, Shohei Ohtani. Going to be hard to top his last start, Singy.
He was outstanding. Complete game shutout. He got some great support from his defense. He's got the swing and miss stuff. Everything working for him. We'll see if he's got it today.
Strike 1.
0-1.
Next pitch is outside. That one hooked foul. On the ground right side. Marte throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the Giants lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Ralph Kiner.
Boog, it's kind of a joke that this guy's got a career OPS over 900. I mean, there are a lot of players that hope that they can just do that in one season, but he's done it his entire career. And in reality...
Oh, gets dirty. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the Giants DH, Babe Ruth. Ball one, no strikes.
Ball in.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
2 outs, base is empty. That one fouled off. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
3-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
5 foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk. Ralph Kiner, the next Giant to hit. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. There's a strike. On the ground to first. Fair ball. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now it's going to be Eddie Matthews. That's in there. Strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Now he steps off. Two on, 2 outs. Stays alive. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Giants leave a couple scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Check swing, and he went 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Check
1 ball,
swing, no
2
appeal.
strikes.
That's too low, and the count is 2-2. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. The 2-2 on the way. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That one out to right on the move. And there's one down. Eddie Murray now at the plate. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
Well, made it so comfortable for his club to secure that win. Very fresh team today, and it doesn't have to be all on him, but the way he's been swinging it, I expect him to have another big one.
1 down, base is empty.
Ball, that's just out.
And that's
2 balls,
down and away.
2 strikes.
And now it's filled up.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not. Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first, and stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Barry Bonds. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Murray over at first with 1 away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Oh, 0-2 now. And a foul ball, he stays alive. High fly ball down the left field line. Way back there. And it's off the wall, but foul.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like. But you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Second inning here, no score. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Two. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Chipper Jones. 3 hits last night, so he was a big factor in getting that win. And fouled off. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Late swing, foul to the left. On the ground at first. Could be 2. Off balance feet. There's 1. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. We head to the bottom of the second, and digging in for San Francisco, Gunnar Henderson. And the first offering is not close. Yeah, that's fouled off. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. On a line out towards center. And there's one away. Wally Burger, the next Giant to hit. 2 for 7 in the series so far. Ball
Inside,
one
ball
on a
one.
pitch inside. Next
That's
offering
ball 2.
is down low.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Next offering is in for a strike. And there's a foul ball. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Here's the rookie right fielder. You know, when you look around the game and think about the best power hitters in the sport, this guy is one of the first names you got to come up with. That one pushed foul. Two outs. Swing and a ball popped up. And that is that. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll move to the third with no score. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Inside.
That's
1-0. Junior came up with 4 hits in his last game. And a foul ball. Gets to it with a slide. Throw to the pitcher. Got him. Nice play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Burger. 2 away. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Fly to left his first time. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Drilled out towards left center field. That one is back. Booyah! Third home run of the season, and it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0.
That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Going back. Go away. Another one. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
No pressure on the next guy, but that's back-to-back home runs. How many are they going to hit? Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
And up next for Seattle, Darryl Strawberry. No question about this one. It's out of here. He circles the bases. His second of the year. It's 3-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it.
So 2 down, and now the shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. And that's way high, and that's ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the third and final game of the series. The shortstop takes the ball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. In the air, left field, down the line. He makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. Welcome back. And struggles at the plate in this series as we take a look at the numbers. First
Ball
pitch
1.
misses.
1-0.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. That one
That's
just
ball
misses. 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. In the air out to center, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact.
Off balance feed, there's one. On to Murray in time double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Now the number 2 hitter. That misses.
Oh, that's out.
And that is ball 1. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. Ground ball up the middle. On to Murray. That's out number 3. Giants go down. And we're back on to the 4th. Stepping in the long ball threat, Eddie Murray. And first offering is fouled off. Murray, a member of the 3,000 hit club, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man at first, nobody out. And now for Seattle, Barry Bonds. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Murray makes the turn at second. Oh, the throw is over his head. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a solid swing right there.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Andrew Wentz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Next to hit, Chipper Jones. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. And the 0-1. That one missing inside. Activity in the bullpen. Jason Foley, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Swing and a ball hammered left field, way back there. And caught on the warning track. Runner tagging and heading for home. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they lead by 4. Ken Griffey Jr. up next for the Mariners. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Berger right there to make the grab. And there are 2 outs.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
So a man aboard, and stepping in for the Mariners, Ketel Marte. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And that's
Ball
downstairs. And that's ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Runner takes off. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Slings to first. They get the out on Marte. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's some real power at the plate. Babe Ruth. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, these Giants just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game.
I'll just rip a page out of the Greg Maddux playbook. Throw that pitch at the hip and just watch it jump back over the inside part of the plate. Tell you what, you are baffled expecting that to almost hit you and then end up as a called strike.
Kiner stands in now and watches strike 1. And the next pitch is way outside. The Giants down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Clips the corner. That is strike 2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that one is inside. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And that is that. Nothing doing for the. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Wentz back to work. Just off the outside edge.
Well, these Mariners really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Corrals it. 1 away. Here's Adley Rutschman. He's already homered in this game. Fought off foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one lifted to left. Kiner settles under it. Hauls it in, 2 away. And up next for Seattle, Darryl Strawberry. He's already homered here in this one. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off the throw. That's the 3rd out. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Just missed.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to.
De La Cruz to second. That's one. On to Murray in time double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Number 34 in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Outside. And the count is 1-1.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Goes down looking. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Mariners 4 and the Giants nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jason Foley. Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. His 2nd homer of this series, and they boost their lead. It's 5-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Digging in, Eddie Murray. A walk, and he's also singled. Outside with a breaking ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Now batting, number 25.
Man at first. And the batter now, Barry Bonds. He's 2 for 2. In the air, left field. Kiner settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. And now for Seattle, Chipper Jones. Foul ball. On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second.
That's an out.
On to first, double play. And that's the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And the lead is now 5-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Catcher, number 17.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Next offering is fouled back. Ohtani ready to fire now. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So the lineup flips over, and here's the first baseman, Keith Hernandez.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
gets a piece and stays alive. The next offering misses, and it's 1-2. Now
That's
one
a ball.
missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And that's a base hit. And now 2 aboard. Now it's the second baseman. He's grounded out a couple of times. And first offering is fouled off. Lombardo on third. Hernandez on at first with nobody out. Just missed.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he went around. Babe Ruth, the next Giant to hit. A strikeout and a walk. And there's a strike.
He's going to have to make sure that he stays patient because he is the focal point in that lineup. They're going to pitch him tough.
Hit on the ground to the right side. To second, there's one.
He's out.
Over to Murray for the
He's
inning-ending double play. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the M's 5 and the Giants nothing. Back here at Oracle Park, now Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey Jr.
That one ripped. That's back there. Go away! His 4th home run of the season. It's 6-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to.
Now pitching for the Giants.
Ketel Marte up to the plate.
Number 46.
Lifted in the air out to left. Kiner makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Ripped on the ground to second. Over to first. And they get Ohtani for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Up the middle, Henderson. Tosses to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Solo blast adds to the Seattle lead. It's now a 6-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Left fielder, Ralph Kiner.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And they take care of Kiner for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Matthews in the box now. No balls and a strike. That misses the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one missing low.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
And it's through for a hit. One down. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. way high.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next pitch is downstairs.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence. Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
2 on with 1 out. And up next for San Francisco, Wally Burger. Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Trevor Hoffman.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Late with the swing there.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
And it's fouled away. Matthews over at second. Henderson over at first with 1 away. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
Number 34 stands in now and watches strike 1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that'll do it. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
That one misses. Ball 1. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, has room, and he makes the catch. Eddie Murray will hit next.
Eddie Murray.
And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they go quiet. Back here in San Francisco, and now Ernie Lombardo. First pitch just misses. Hoffman, multi-time All-Star. He features a changeup, a four-seamer, a cutter, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Caught him looking for the K. And up next for the Giants, Keith Hernandez. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bonds snags it. 2 down. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. That one fouled off. Check swing, called strike. The Mariners up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
That's
inside. Yeah, the count 1-2. And a good eye there. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So the Giants with a new pitcher on the hill, Tanner Scott. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. In the air on the infield, Matthews brings it in, and there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Chipper Jones, the next to hit. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Around first and hustling for second, and he's in with a stand-up double.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. The ball absolutely jumped off the bat on that swing. Kind of made my eyes light up, and the data we're getting doesn't disappoint in the slightest. 116 miles per hour exit velocity. Tell you what, that will do the job.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Mike Trout. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Out to short, Henderson. Throws to first, and the inning is over. No run. So bottom of the ninth, now at the plate, Babe Ruth. Hoffman back to work. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Trout sizing it up. Puts it away for the out. Ralph Kiner, the next Giant to hit. Up the middle, a dive, he's got it. Gathers and throws, and he can't come up with it.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. Can be an easy trap to fall into.
Line drive, and it's caught for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum, but at home you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying